Technologic, technologic, technologic.
Hello, and welcome to another one of our tech series. Today is a very, very geeky one. We're going to get a bit more in depth on exactly how we go about drawing and laying out cabinetry, inserting the cabinets into the skeletons, and then how we take that model and we start doing some CNC output and stuff for the workshop. Here with Dan. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Dan is our technical manager, and he is the expert on all things technical. So he is going to guide us through exactly how we draw it in very basic terms. It's a lot more in depth than this, and a lot of work has gone into getting us to this point. And hopefully it's not too boring. So Dan, I'm going to hand over to you. I'll just in brief. Sorry, we do all of our drawing work in Inventor. We do all of our technical work in 3D, and we've got an add-on which is Woodwork for Inventor, which does all of the stuff after the model work, which is the cam and materials and other things, which Dan will explain much better than me.
Cool. To basically start inserting eye boxes, we basically need to create a thing called a skeleton, which is basically an extruded body. So if we go into our space plan,
so effectively, Dan, when you were doing a wardrobe or a kitchen, you would do a space plan in a sketch like this, and then you would make it into.
So basically you start off, build your architecture. So we got a parameter set at room length, which is the length of the room, and then we'll go in and just make a sketch. We want these carcasses to be all equal, so they're set off from the wall, 50 mm from each side. So we've got 3 equal cabinets on that elevation. So the first thing we're going to do there, basically set a sketch up and make an extrusion from that's going to be carcass 1. So we're going to extrude that. Oh, my thing's gone over there. And we're basically just going to extrude that with a new body up to our top of unit plane. And we can just do that 3 times. Okay, the second one. Just do it one more time. Okay. So now we've got our 3 skeleton bodies, which are just basically bounding boxes. And we can give them a quick. We go into here and convert them into skeletons. So the blue boxes now are literally the bounding box to whatever we put into that box now. It'll give it a boundary of that box. Okay. So what we can do now is go into our assembly. I'll just save that a minute. Go into our assembly, update that. And then we can insert our eye boxes at this level. Okay.
So when we say eye box, Dan, eye box is basically an eye box is you take that from a library of cabinets that we've already made, yes, and then if we don't have it, we make a fresh one.
Yeah, or what we'll do, we'll find one that we've got something close to, and we'll modify it from there.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're getting into our library at the minute. What we're going to do here, we're going to do some wardrobes. So we're going to go into our list of wardrobes. We've got full height, medium, and some top boxes. So we'll go to full height for this one. Maybe insert that one there. Take that assembly. That's just going to copy. It's basically what that's doing now. It's going to copy that assembly, and we're going to give it a new prefix. So give it a new name. And now it's just basically copying that eye box into our local, and then we could be able to adapt that later on. Okay, so now we just need to select our faces, so select our body, and then select our faces. So we've got basically following the same direction to this. Mm-hmm. So hit in top, front, and right hand side. Okay.
So literally, Dan, if that skeleton was 600 wide, it would make that cabinet 600 wide. If it's 925, it makes it 925.
Exactly, yeah. It's completely making that unit to the exact size depth and width of that box.
Of that skeleton.
So, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
nice.
then we can just do another one quickly. You can choose a different one. Quickly insert 3, and then we'll go through. Okay.
No, it's good to show how quick it can be, Dan. You know what I mean? Once we've got our library of things which we're building all the time, not to say that there's pretty much every time we do a new project we're having to make new eye boxes, but once we've built the library up, simple, you know, this process is quite quick, and
It is, yeah, yeah. Once you've got the whole kitchen sort of laid out how you want it,
yeah,
then you can just literally put in the units that you need. It can be quite a quick process.
yeah.
And you've got more time to spend on making the interiors a bit different.
Yeah.
So, okay. So there we've got our three units. We can
Lovely.
turn that off.
So I'm going to work down through my list here, Dan, that we made up.
Yeah.
So do you need to, what do you do next? Can you show about how we adjust, if we want to adjust the height of a shelf or adjusting the cabinet parameters? Well, I've got written here.
Yeah, okay. So one thing we could do now these are all individual assemblies, we can go into this unit here, and if we want to quickly change it, so at the minute this is 18mm thick. So really quickly now, if we wanted to turn this into a veneered unit, we can change the parameters to 19mm, and it will all just update. So we can just go quickly into the skeleton of this one. Change up, go into the parameters, which I'll just drag over here. And these are all the parameters controlling that unit. So good thing about the iBox is you can make it as complicated as you like, and it will still insert it and it will carry all that data. So we've got all the jointing for this unit already built into this unit, and all these parameters for false backs, for size of dial holes, for all sorts.
And that's Dan, that's what you've put, you've done this for every iBox that we've got has this on it.
Yes.
And we've created that, yeah.
Yeah, so we can change our back panel thickness to be 19, which is a separate parameter, and go into there and then change our overall carcass thickness to 19. Or we can change it to 20 if it was laminated, or whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
And how quickly that will update. I think it already has updated, to be fair. Let's have a look.
So like even like Dan, where that lighting is, we can change how far back that goes, front to back.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be done in the sketch.
Oh yeah, you've done that on the side sketch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with like heights of drawers and stuff, Dan.
Yes, yeah, all done through the baseline sketch.
Can you go into how easy is it to get into that sketch to show how we adjust that?
Yeah. So that's just in this one here.
Yeah.
And then we can go straight to there. And this is where we've got our drawer boxes laid out, height of our drawer boxes.
Yeah.
Height of a drawer front, where that drawer pack finishes at the top of the top there. The hanging distance down from that shelf.
Yeah.
And
height
here
of that shelf.
We can add shelves. Height of the shelf. We can add more shelves, take away shelves. And now you can see the whole carcass thickness now has all changed to 19 from 18.
Yeah,
so
nice.
That's really quick and easy.
Brilliant, mate.
Okay.
Okay, mate. Now I've got on here. Can we have a look at the changing of the room dimensions?
Yeah.
So this is actually a massive part of this process, and means that we can get well ahead of the game on our technical work. It means that we can do all of this work. So a lot of the time we're doing this work before the walls are ready, before even they've started on site. We can do it straight away. Then what happens is once we come back and do the survey, we can change the room dimensions, and everything else is drawn parametrically, so everything else moves to suit the walls.
Exactly.
Which, yeah, so if you show it there.
Yeah, so what we do, we're going back into our part now, our skeleton part, which you can see our original, our 3 boxes that we drew. And then set of the parameter is room length. We can just change this room length, and we can say, maybe go to 2 meters. change that, and you can see everything just adapts to that. Save that quickly, and then go into our assembly, and then update that. And now you can see our units are all squashed together, but all we've got to do is hit refresh.
I thought we'd had a...
No, hit refresh.
That was
and
going to
then
happen
everything
when we were filming it, Dan, and it all went wrong. It was bound to.
No,
Yeah, nice.
it does that automatically. And then in here now we can see our units have all adjusted to what we needed.
So normally, like if we're drawing a big wardrobe, there might be, the difference isn't going to be a metre, is it? It might be 50 mil or 100 mil. And then we might have only one of those cabinets which changes size. Everything else is fixed, and only one cabinet might just change size.
Yeah. So if we're in a kitchen or something, we had bin units, obviously those can't change, or if we had appliances in, they'd be fixed.
Yeah.
And then we'd have one unit that was able to adapt to that size. Or we make our scribe bigger or something like that.
It's very clever.
Okay.
It's very clever, very good. So I've got here now adding material, mate. So what's the next stage? We add a material so that Inventor knows what these cabinets are made out of, and that helps when we go to the CNC side of it.
Yeah, exactly that. What we can do first quickly, we'll insert another eye box into here. And
drawer.
That way we'll insert our drawers.
Yes.
So basically with the eye boxes, you can make, in here, has come through another bounding box. So we can add another eye box inside the eye box. So we don't know what drawer boxes we want yet. We can come pick from our library of what kind of eye box we want. Sorry, what kind of drawer box we want. So we can go back into our eye boxes. And because we've got a scoop on this, we would want one that has a front on it. What we want to find a drawer box that has no front.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go into our eye library and go into our drawer boxes and then find our no front, open that one up. That's our image here. Type our prefix in, what we're going to call it. Let's just copy it again into this assembly, and then we can choose our bounding faces again. Let's have a little think about it.
It's all right, mate. It's all good.
Okay. And then, so we hit our right hand side, our front and top. Close that. And by updating that, now that's inside, we can take away that body. Now looking inside of there, you can see we've got our drawer box.
Nice one, Dan. That's wicked.
Okay.
So that there then, Dan, that's obviously we've made up those drawers and how we construct our drawers. We've made them into eye boxes. You've done the same thing with the drawers. You've made them into bodies and then skeletons.
Yeah.
And then inserted the eye box into it, and it just fits to that size.
Yeah, and we can change it out for a different type of drawer box.
Yeah, and then that's got the runner included on it, that eye box.
Yeah. So I can actually open this up if you want. Just open that drawer box up, you can see it in a bit with better detail.
Yeah, and that's got all the drilling for the cabinetry as well.
Yeah.
So
that's
those
all the sculpts in there.
So those blue bits, Dan.
Yeah.
Are they the sculpts?
Yes. So whatever collides with this body here, when we use the sculpt command, which I'll show you later on, that would remove the material on that face. So our drawer front will go here, and these are set up for the lamello biscular.
That's right.
At
101 mil apart, Dan.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So the dowels from the lamello slot in there, and we can lamello them on.
Yeah. And the same for our drawer runners. That will sculpt into the side of our carcass. So when we come to CNCing, all the holes are pre-done. No extra work is needed. So if we go in here quickly, and we can just assign that a material. Take that box over here. So we could maybe just do an MDF box on this one. And that's that. That's kind of an MDF material applied to it. Save that. Come out of that. So you can see we've got our MDF box in there. Okay.
That's brilliant, mate.
And then we can also change our material on the rest of it as well, which is quite simple to do.
I am just watching this, just thinking how good it is. Like, I'm learning here as well, but it's just, yeah, this blows my mind.
So what we're going to do, because we're going to go through, pick all the materials we want. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll choose the material first. We'll go for an oak veneer carcass. So click all these panels. Click on that. That should update that to oak. I missed one down the bottom actually. Okay, just pick up all the ones you've missed. Basically, we need to apply this material for the sculpt to work, and obviously to enter our cam, everything needs to have a material on it.
Yeah.
So we just go one more of Mr. There you go. Take that one. And the next stage, quickly, we can just go over. We've got edge band and veneers. We can just give everything an edge band, which is quick. Well, I won't go way around. Normally we go right around with our carcasses, but for just demonstration, I'll just leave that.
Yeah. Worth noting that we do edge band every edge of our cabinetry. We never leave the tops or bottoms or backs. Everything gets edged, just the way we've always done it and the way we like to see it.
Yep, looks nice. So now at this stage, now it's all edge band. It's got material on it. Now, if we use the sculpt command, everything that has the hinges, where we saw the blue bodies earlier on, that will sculpt in to whatever panels are there. Just make sure that one there's not actually on. So that will always missing one.
No pressure, Dan. Not being filmed or anything, mate. People aren't getting bored. Shouldn't worry about it.
There we go. Okay, and then once you've hit sculpt, that panel now. So if we open up this panel in here, you can see earlier on that the holes on the edge of the runner have now drilled into our side.
Nice, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Do you want to go through the cam side?
Yeah, so we've inserted a drawer box. You've added materials. So the next would be to do the CNC output and the cam stuff.
Yeah. Obviously, by inserting eye boxes, the main thing that speeds up is the jointing.
Yeah.
All this jointing we can see in here, we've got dowels and conformats. They're already preloaded in, and they're all set to on a parameter, so they spread apart equally when this unit adjusts. So there's no work in the jointing. All that's now pre-done. We can go straight into our carcass side. All the fixings already in there. It's got downing on the top, downing on the sides. Our light strip's already on there, and yeah, it's extremely quick. So now already you can go straight into the cam side of things and send this straight to the CNC. So we just try this over here. So it's just choosing our CNC. Click out, choose our clamp point. Just in here. Then we're gonna drill. Is that one there? Apply that. And then go into our grooving for our light. Sorry, the box has gone on screen. Choose our light. And that's it. That's it done. And we can just do a quick simulation. You can see all the jointing has been done, and that's the light strip coming through. And that's it.
Sorted. And then you just do that. Do that for every panel.
Do that for every panel.
Yeah.
And then you send that down. You can do a thing called auto plot. It basically gives you a big sheet list out.
Yeah.
And then has all the components on it. It's quite quick.
Wicked, mate. I think that's enough for a minute. That's brilliant, mate. I've learnt a
Yeah.
lot as well. You've literally just drawn a wardrobe in like 20 minutes and done all the output for it, mate. So there's no excuse moving forward for not doing it a bit quicker. All right?
Oh, you know. Can always be quicker.
No, bloody brilliant, mate. Thank you for that.
Cool. No
This side of the business is amazing. We're going to shout more about it. Dan's a big part in that, and thanks for all you've done, Dan, like creating all this and making this amazing, because it's serious. It is seriously good. As always, if you've got any questions, just ping us a message, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.
Technologic. Technologic.